Most men think silence means weakness or indifference, but it is the opposite when it comes from a place of self-respect. Silence becomes the strongest language a man can ever speak, and most guys only realize this truth when it's too late. After they've begged, chased, and pleaded only to lose themselves in the process. When a woman walks away, pulls away, or tests the boundaries of your self-respect, she expects a reaction from you. She expects you to explode, to demand answers, to show her she still has power over your emotions. She expects you to prove her value by losing your own. She expects you to fight, to send long texts, to show that you're hurting so she can feel desired, needed, important. It's a test, and most men fail it because they are terrified of the silence that follows letting her go. But when you choose not to react, when you remain calm, when you don't send explanations or final words, you don't just confuse her. You shake the foundation of her perception of you. Your silence, when done from a place of dignity, becomes the mirror she cannot avoid looking into. It is not empty space to her. It is the loudest room she can be in because your absence forces her to confront herself. She begins to hear the last words she spoke to you echoing inside her mind, and she replays the way you looked at her during your last moment together, wondering if she pushed you too far, if she misjudged your worth, if she threw away something she didn't fully understand. Your silence isn't punishment. It's a message that you know your worth, that you are not a man who will beg for someone's attention, and that your peace is worth protecting. Asterisk at first, your silence feels like nothing to her. She tells herself she's fine, that she's over it, that your absence is irrelevant. She posts stories with captions about moving on, laughs a little too loudly with her friends, and lines up distractions to convince herself she doesn't need you. She might even meet someone else, thinking it will help her forget the emptiness you left behind. But it doesn't, because what you gave her wasn't just attention. It was presence, consistency, the quiet strength of a man who truly showed up, and now she feels that absence in places she can't explain to anyone else. It's in the way she checks her phone at midnight, hoping your name will appear. It's in the moments she scrolls through social media, looking for your face, pretending it's by accident. It's in the silence between conversations with others, where she realizes no one else makes her feel seen the way you did. No one else can sit in silence with her and make her feel safe. No one else holds the same energy you brought into her life without even trying. Your silence turns every room she enters into a place where she feels your absence, every conversation into a search for your presence. Every late-night drive into a replay of memories where you were there without asking for praise or validation. She told herself she would move on, that you would reach out, that you would eventually come back, like everyone else did before you. But you didn't, and days turn into weeks, and the silence grows louder. She starts to realize it isn't just closure she's missing. It's you, the way you made her feel valued without words, the way you stood strong, the way you remained calm in storms, and that absence becomes a weight she carries everywhere. Asterisk, she thought she had control. She thought pulling away, going cold, or giving you silent treatment would pull you back like it always worked with others before you. She believed that her distance would make you chase, that ignoring you would remind you how much you needed her validation, that you would break your silence first, proving she still held power over your emotions. But this time, something shifted. You didn't react, didn't send paragraphs trying to explain yourself, didn't show up to argue or beg. You didn't chase the closure she was never really offering in the first place. That silence, the calm way you let go, exposed the game she was playing, not just to you, but to herself. She starts to realize that maybe she wasn't being strong when she pulled away. Maybe she was being manipulative, testing you to see how far she could push before you snapped and gave her what she wanted. You didn't. You let her walk away. And in doing so, you ended the silent power struggle she had been using to feel significant. You weren't emotional, weak, or desperate. You were composed, accepting, and strong. That reality shatters the illusion she created in her mind because it forces her to see her own patterns, her own emotional immaturity, her need to control situations through distance and mixed signals. The silence you chose exposes the emptiness of the game she was playing, showing her she was the one trying to maintain control. while you were the one with real self-control. She starts to question herself, asking if she was ever in control at all, and as your silence stretches on, her certainty slips away, replaced by an uneasy awareness that you weren't playing the game to win her. You were refusing to play because you knew your worth, and that terrifies her more than any words ever could. Asterisk, your silence becomes something she can't ignore, something she can't understand, something she can't stop thinking about no matter how busy she tries to keep herself. It turns you into a mystery she can't solve, and the more you stay silent, the more she feels the urge to figure you out. She starts checking your social media, not just out of curiosity, but with a quiet desperation, zooming into your pictures, to look for hidden meanings in your eyes, studying your stories to see if you're happy without her, checking when you were last online to see if you're awake at night thinking about her like she is about you. Every post becomes a question. In her mind, every silence becomes a puzzle she can't solve. She tries to convince herself that she doesn't care, telling her friends she's over it, laughing when they mention your name, pretending your absence is just a small detail in her life, but inside, she is restless. Your silence forces her to remember every small moment you shared, moments she didn't think mattered, like the way you looked at her when she was talking, the way you listened when she was venting, the way you stayed calm when she was creating chaos, the way you gave her your undivided attention without expecting anything in return. She starts to see that what she is missing isn't just you. It's the way you made her feel seen and understood without trying to impress her. She realizes that while you were consistent, she was testing. While you were present, she was distracted. And while you were genuine, she was playing games. And now, your silence has turned you into a question that haunts her. A question she can't answer no matter how many times she replays the past. She can't find peace because she knows the answer is you. But you are gone, and she is the reason. Asterisk regret doesn't always show up in the words she says or the stories she posts. Sometimes it shows up in the quiet moments she can't escape. In the way her body feels heavy when she wakes up. In the way she loses her appetite when she thinks of you, in the tightness in her chest, when she sees your name in her phone but doesn't know what to say anymore. She tells herself she's fine, that you'll come back eventually, that you'll reach out like everyone else did. But as days turn into weeks and your silence remains, that confidence starts to crack. Every notification that lights up her screen brings a quick rush of hope that it's you, and every time it's not, there's a sinking feeling she tries to hide even from herself. It's not just sadness she feels. It's the weight of realizing she let go of a man who only ever wanted to love her, right? And now that man belongs to silence, and silence doesn't come back for her. While she is busy replaying old conversations, rereading your last messages, and trying to convince herself she didn't mess up, you are evolving. She can see it in your photos, in the new calm in your eyes, in the energy you carry without her. And that realization cuts deeper than any breakup speech ever could. Because while she is stuck in the past, you are building your future. While she is questioning herself, you are rediscovering yourself. She starts to see that she didn't just lose someone. She lost the man who would have stayed if she had valued him. The regret becomes a part of her, something that sits quietly in the background of her life, reminding her that some silences are forever. And the man she thought would always be there no longer is,